Hey guys, this is Love is Dead bringing you the second game of TF Tong Fu versus Aeon. Tong Fu now going to be on the Radiant side, and I have started this thing really early, just waiting out for the first bans right now, and it's probably going to be a Lycan, or an Invoker, or a Broodmother. We have it remains to be seen, but they're taking their sweet time to figure out what the first thing they want to ban out is. So last game went favor of TF. They played a strong pushing lineup. They used their carry as an anti-mage to push with a Battle Fury, which was good, and it worked against a Morphling. So we'll see what they have decided to change up in this section. They both went for like the split push. Both of them doing pretty much the same thing, just trying to do it faster than the other one. And then we're going to have Nature's Prophet and Invoker banned out first. Nature's Prophet caused a little bit of problem for TF in the last game. Pressured them a lot more than they wanted to be pressured. I guess no one really wants to be pressured, but they were having a little bit of trouble with him. So, banned him out. Don't want to have that global pushing power. We have to see if they are going to try to force them into doing something other than split pushing. But you know, there's so many heroes that can split push. It's interesting to see who they're gonna go for. Second ban is actually using bonus time up right now, so they're kind of thinking about this. Like, why wouldn't you just? I mean, Lycan's not gonna get through. You don't want Chen to get through. You don't want Enchantress. You have like Chen, Enchantress, Lycan, Broodmother, Darkseer. Darkseer is a great split pusher. Clinks is a later one. I don't think they'll ban him out in the first phase, but yeah, they're taking a lot of time. Windrunner. Okay. Interesting. They're going to ban out Lycan. Usually you don't see Windrunner as a first ban. She can hold herself her own in a solo lane, so perhaps they are trying to force them to have a weak solo lane so that they can, because last time they had trouble getting their AM enough farm, so perhaps they're trying to give them weak lanes so that they can farm and then set up. They can do the 4 protect 1 and push back as well. So Leshrac would be a good ban out too, because he's a strong. He'll put a lane strong. Lich is also someone that can just screw up your lane. So Leshrac is going to be the third ban. Yeah, I think they're going to try to force him into having weak lanes. They're going to ban out Darkseer, which I agree with. I expect that they would do that. First pick is going to be Queen of Pain. Okay, so she has her own set of pushing that she can go and use with the Scream of Pain. Mostly she's a ganker, though. So if they have... perhaps she's going... Perhaps they're going to try to... Yeah, they're just going to try to force Aeon to have just weak lanes so that they can take him out. Well, I think they'll probably setting up for another 4 protect 1 scenario with some push. Why else would you pick Queen of Pain first? Trying to think about like what would drive you to pick Queen of Pain first. And Chen is an obvious first pick. He did get through the ban pool. Who are they going to pick up second? I would expect to see... Well, Windrunner got banned out. It's slipping my mind what the top bans are, top picks are. They picked the Death Prophet last time. I don't think they're going to do that again. That was back 4th pick though, so not to worry about that right now. Dragon Knight. Okay. Dragon Knight is a good level 6. His dragon is able to deal poison damage to towers, so they are going to be going with a heavy pushing lineup, and Dragon Knight's an excellent carry push, as he has a lot of armor. He can take a lot of damage. So that's a good pickup for Aeon if they're going with the split push strategy. But I wonder if they're going to try to pick up another heavy carry. Venomancer and Enchantress is going to be some great pickups from TF. They could roam with Venomancer and Enchantress and Queen of Pain. That could set up a little 3 people ganking squad. Absolutely. Troll Trap to stun. You got Venomancer to, and also the big dude, the Minotaur can stun. Am I saying that right? Centaur can stun, not a Minotaur. And Venomancer can put off his slow, a lot of poison damage as well, and Queen of Pain finishes the whole shebang off. And they're gonna pick up an Earthshaker, so that's gonna be, he is not a push, but he is a ganker. He has to be in some sort of squad that goes together. Yeah, he has to be with someone, really. In a ban out Death Prophet, they don't want to see that again. They had a lot of problems with her because she can sort of just stand off to the side while dealing damage to the tower out of range of the tower. So that's why they're banning out her. She can also be a huge tank at the end of the game and can be a huge problem if you aren't able to kill her. And Aeon's going to ban out Morphling, which is what their carry was. So, 4th pickup here from 4th or 5th from TF is probably going to be some sort of heavier carry. They have Anti-Mage still available. Banning is what's going on right now, though. So, gotta reel myself back in. Final bans are... Maybe they're definitely gonna, they could ban out Broodmother. Unless they want Broodmother to come in, but they don't have anything to push against her, really. Shadow Shaman is going to be the hero to be final ban. That does leave Broodmother in the mix. Does leave Clinks in the mix. Leaves AM in the mix. I wonder if they're gonna ban that out as well, so that they don't have to worry about that. That could be what they're doing. And then they could, if they banned out Anti-Mage, well, Anti-Mage is just like a huge carry, so it's hard to say what they would pick afterwards.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm interested to see what carry if they're gonna... Dragon Knight is a good carry, but I don't expect them to rely on him for a, you know, so they could be going full gank push, because I don't really expect them to be relying on Dragon Knight for a huge final tank in the late game, and a huge final carry in the late game. His dragon form in ice does deal a lot of damage, and that could work with the Echo Slam, and they're gonna ban out Broodmother. So that's it. That I didn't expect Broodmother to be able to get through this phase. That would have been an excellent carry for Tong Fu. But Clinks is still in the mix. And but they do need something. They do need something for the late game to secure. If they don't take it down in like 20 minutes.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They got a couple seconds remaining. See what they're gonna decide to go for. They really could pick up their Anti-Mage again. That worked for them, and the Aeon really doesn't have a solo lane right now. And Windrunner is blocked off. Leshrac is blocked off. Death Prophet is blocked off. So they had to be creative with the solo lane. They had to do like a Vengeful Spirit might be a good one. They're gonna pick Brewmaster, which is interesting. I'm not sure where this lines up. They might be going with a different strategy than the last game that I casted, because this is really a gank squad, in my opinion. I don't think that this is really a split push lineup. I really don't think that either of them have that really set up. Most of the heroes for it were taken out. Actually, all of them were taken out.
10 seconds remaining.
Except for Clinks. I don't think TF is gonna pick up Clinks. Really would expect some kind of bigger carry than Brewmaster. He's more of an initiator. I don't usually see him as a huge team fight. I mean, a huge like carry through a team fight type of thing. Tinker is going to be... I completely forgot about Tinker, and he's an absolutely viable option with Boots of Travel. yes, Boots of Travel. He can just go around the map wherever he wants. Sets off his March of Madness. March of the Machines, sorry. Mask of Madness, March of the Machines. And just push in that regard. So that's an excellent pickup for the Aeon squad, who now definitely have to do a split push lineup.
10 seconds remaining.
And the final pick here, they're probably going to go for ganking
5
on
seconds
the
remaining.
TF side. Just completely going to go gank. Which would mean that they're going to pick up Shadow Demon might be an
10
option.
seconds remaining.
He's a little bit of push as well. I guess Shadow Demon fit in there. And they're going to go for Puck. Okay. So she is an... sorry, it is a he. Puck is a he. Puck is male. And he's actually... he can be very good at gank. Very hard to use. Has a silence ability. Has an escape mechanism. Has a long stun that can catch a couple heroes off. But yeah, so they have a full ganking lineup. I'll be interested to see how they play it out. Probably gonna lane Enchantress in the woods. Obviously, they're gonna support. I wonder if they're gonna give Brewmaster. They're gonna support Brewmaster, and they're gonna pick up Pugna, which is excellent pusher as well. He is strong middle lane, which I expect. No, Tinker's going to go middle lane to get that early farm, or Tinker's going to be in an off lane by himself. It's hard to say, really. I'm not quite familiar with the lineups that they use. So we'll have to see what they decide to do. And but I'd say I'm not really sure how they're going to lane. They're going to reveal that off quickly. We're going to go on the Tong Fu side. We have Hao playing on Queen of Pain. We got Shen Shang playing on Puck. We have Venomancer. He is Kabu. Kabu is playing Venomancer. Awoke is now on the Enchantress. And Mu is on the Brewmaster. And for the Dire side, we have Pugna being played by Swamin. Doing my best. The King has taken... he took Nature's Prophet last time. He's now on Tinker. We have Mr. Kyo on Earthshaker, and we have Nuts playing the Chen, and Ken as Dragon Knight. Ooh, look at that armor. Check it out. He's got the full set right there. Slow down for me, man. I kind of like it. Not my favorite, though. Not my favorite. And they're going to put their aggressive ward in, and I don't think anyone on the Dire side really has any sort of counter ward for that right now. That's gonna screw up their lane a little bit. Dragon Knight looks to be a solo lane, which he's capable of doing if you build him in a way that gets mana,
Battle begins.
so that he can keep using his Fire Breath to take out creep waves. And here we go. We got that first invisibility rune killed off by Chen. And it's going to be a Venomancer and Enchantress lane. So they're going to lane Enchantress, probably go with healing rather than Enchant and the Untouchable ability. They're grouping up here. Are they switching? Ooh. Yeah, they're switching. They did a little fake out. Tinker is middle lane, which is what I expected was going to happen. But now we're going to switch Pugna and Earthshaker top after they set up their lane. Enchantress is now taking the aggressive jungle. That's going to be fighting for that with Chen. We got Hao as Queen of Pain taking the top lane. And it's going to be supported by Venomancer. So it is a tri-lane versus 2 heroes. And Chen is going to be available for support, although he's going to have to fight with Enchantress, and I think that's going to happen early on. And they look like they're waiting for something. They look like they're waiting for that early gank. Nope, they're not gonna go for it. Chen is going to pull some creeps out, long way away. But I'd have to learn. I gotta learn like what that timing is. Oh, it's probably right around a minute since these guys responded, so probably like 53, 55 seconds. And how's this middle lane going? It's Brewmaster versus Tinker, which Brewmaster is usually picked in middle lane or a solo lane, which is what I expected was going to happen. And bottom lane is going to be Puck solo versus Dragon Knight solo, so it's going to be an interesting lane as well. Puck is able to be aggressive. He's quick. Dragon Knight's slower, but has a lot of armor, and he has taken the Dragon Blood for the region. It looks like they're going on Pugna up the top lane here. Queen of Pain starting off with a little bit of damage. Pugna is going to be taken down by Enchantress. Thank you, Enchantress. You have a wonderful voice. And now Tinker is going to be following Brewmaster. He has enough to deal some... Yeah, he has enough to deal some laser damage, but didn't go for it yet. He's kind of biding his time, I suppose. Seeing what he can do. And we got a smoky up here, so they're looking for another kill. They're going to look for Tinker, and if Tinker doesn't get back real quick, I think he is now out of time. It's just going to be a slow. There we go. Haste rune has popped off. Sorry. Almost went away. Another slow coming out from there. And the Centaur creep sets off another stun. And that ends up with the Tinker's death. Chen coming in a little late. However, trying to keep the pressure in the middle lane so that they don't get some early damage on the tower. Dragon Knight has 10 CS versus 14 CS, so even match right there. A little bit in favor of Puck, but I wouldn't say that that's going to be the deciding factor here. They're both just kind of looking at farm. I don't think they're going to try to kill one another. Queen of Pain has got one and everything. It's standard. Probably going to go... I would expect her to go for the Scream of Pain build first. And it looks like Pugna, he's going to use his Nether Ward and Nether Blast to the highest ability that it can go. No, highest effectiveness. I'm losing my words. That's not what I'm trying to say. Any Hoozle. You got Tong Fu Mu is now having a problem with this and creep. Where is this coming from? That's not a Chen. That is a Chen creep. Okay. I'm sorry. It didn't have a little icon, and for some reason I got confused. Oh, it's a Chen creep, not an Enchantress creep. And they're splitting down. It looks like Tinker's going to win this bottle. And now Chen creep is just still there. Oh, that's what it did. The Chen creep was able to scout out the rune for him, so Tinker knew where it was going. Brewmaster guessed up top was wrong, and that goes the way of Tinker. So I wonder if he's going to just use it to keep this lane pushed up. There we go. We got some harassment on Brewmaster with the laser. So there's plenty of mana. Where did his illusions go? Pick them up. No, alright, sorry, never mind. He still has them. I was looking at the wrong bottle. Dragon Knight has finished up a soul ring. Regen is able to help him out and use that. And it looks like Enchantress is looking to gather up a storm, set off the tornado, and piss off Dragon Knight. Here he is. Look at that. I'm irritating. Although that creep doesn't have anything left on it, so it now finished off. No more time. Pushes him back, though. And he would have to be facing Venomancer as well as Puck. And they're going to pressure the bottom tower. 5 minutes into the game, and it might even go down. Dragon Knight can't really go in with this Shen creep, not Enchantress creep. He gets stunned up. And I hope he's just kind of like hoping that he can do something for this, but he's going to lose his tower. I think bottom, I don't want to miss anything top lane. It looks like they're going to try to go on Queen of Pain, but they're not going to make it. Bottom tower is still getting pressured in, and the Venomancer wards are just a lot of them. But they're not high level yet, so like one tower hit and they're done. They're not able to go on Queen of Pain yet, but they still have 2-3 heroes here, so this tower should go down very shortly. And there it goes. And who's going to get the last hit? Puck gets the last hit.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
So they're losing the tower early on, and Dragon Knight's not getting the XP he needs with this tri-lane. He certainly can't face a tri-lane. I know that one. That much. Brewmaster has bottled a regen rune, so he gets that rune, which is good for him. His ultimate is up, but I missed it. Not sure when he cast that off, and it looks like Tinker has left his lane. Where has he gone? He's now back at base. He has his boots bottle, but he still needs like 2k gold before he can start up his pushing. So tower, and now Dragon Knight is a little safer actually. Can be a little bit safer. to get this XP and gold, because Puck doesn't really want to push too hard. I think he skilled his escape. Yeah, definitely skilled his orb to get him out. And here's just so much damage able to be done by Puck. That's a lot of damage on Dragon Knight. Unless that was his soul ring that he popped off and just kind of looked like it. They're gathering up middle lane. I think they want to go on Brewmaster, but they don't have a stun to start it off. He doesn't have his ultimate up, so now would be the time to kill him. They need Earthshaker to start it off, really. And we got another Wildkin in here who is going to piss off Brewmaster with this tornado. He just has to run away. Dragon Knight not a whole lot of harm. Got 19 last hits versus 38 on Puck. And here we go. My frame rate is higher than I expected it to be. I thought I locked it down to 30, but it's saying me it's like going up to 60. So I hope it's not going to 60, because if it's recording 60 frames per second, then I'm gonna fill up my hard drive. I don't know why it would suddenly decide to do that though. Now it's gonna drop down to 30 and go back up to 60, so I have no idea what it's doing. Anyway, we're going to Tong Mu right here. He is going to face up with this tri-lane and a lot of damage coming out from Tinker. He wants one more couple clicks. He needs another nuke to be able to finish this off. His laser is now up, so if he sends that off, he gets the kill. And now he runs away as fast as he can, sending off a haste rune. And Chen teleports him back. He is now just a little bit richer from that kill. Have a little more experience. And now Queen of Pain going on Pugna, and that is kill on Pugna. I think he was a little late in setting off this Nether Ward. He must have set it off like right before Queen of Pain set off her Scream of Pain. Not Scream of Pain, Sonic Wave. So that's the problem with Queen of Pain. Yeah, she did max Scream of Pain, 300 plus 350, so it's 650 damage, where Pugna only has 720 life, so you can pop him real fast if you go on him like that with Queen of Pain. It's gonna be a tough lane for him. They're trying to make these early ganks, but they're not. Aeon isn't pushing in as much as they need to be. Looks like Tong Fu is going to be able to push and get... No, well, yeah, Tong Fu is definitely going to have the ganking power, so if they don't get their power with their push that they're looking for, it's going to be a problem. The King now, he's not going Boot to Travel first. He has finished up a Ring of Regen and a Sage's Mass, so I'm not actually sure what he's building. So look this up for a second. And come back, shop. What is he building? No. No. Soul Ring. Okay. Yeah, there it is. I'm a little bit new. I have to look this stuff up sometimes, but it's better that I give you the information rather than saying, oh, I don't know what he's doing. I feel better at least giving out information rather than just not knowing. Even if I look like I have to go into the shop and, you know, search around a little bit. But it's there, and that's why it's there, so. And it looks like DK, he wants to do something up here. He's still not getting a whole lot of farm, and he doesn't want to deal with Queen of Pain, who's level 9, and he is level, what, 7? So, ooh, that's a big problem, especially when you got Enchantress in the woods with you. He's just going to look to try to farm up here. Chen is going to come and help him out, but they have a tri-lane. 3 heroes versus 3 heroes right now. I don't know if they're going to go and try to engage. Soul Ring is up on Tinker, so he can just spam his spells. He didn't decide to get the rearm yet, and he's going to send off the heat-seeking missiles. Going to get 2 heroes right there. They're going to dispatch the Enchantress creeps. They do get the top tier 1 tower, and they don't really fight for it. A ton of, like, yeah, bottle plus Soul Ring. It gives them a huge amount of mana. And Pugna is in the middle lane, which she is capable of doing, and it looks like Brewmaster is still coming down from top lane. And we got tower is low on health. It looks like they're gonna come and push in to force a little bit of a fight and try to take it out. And they just Tinker just trying to do some little bit of harassment damage. He's gonna get the rune. Oh, he doesn't get the rune. Puck finds him out, and it looks like she's gonna stun up, look for the kill. He's gonna try to TP out just in time, but he goes down to the Puck. Orb is what finished him off, really. Would have been able to get out if she didn't hit him with the orb. She orb blinked and then hit final right click. So they get themselves Tinker, who is now going to have to look. He's still far away. I mean, 2k gold is a lot. He's still far away from getting his pushing power on. He doesn't have anything in March of the Machines. I'm not sure it's really going the way they planned it. They really have a pushing lineup, but they're not able to push. So what are you going to do? No, Dragon Knight, I haven't even seen him pop off his ultimate yet. He's level 8. They were planning on getting a tower with him, I think, but Puck won that lane. I don't like to go for like these ganks. Like they could get Enchantress. Well, no, because they're all here. They're not really. They don't like to engage one another. It's funny to me. All right, so here we go. Scream of Pain going down to Chen, and Queen of Pain is now stunned up by the Centaur, and she's gonna blink up and get a final right click, and she's finished off. But yeah, as I was saying, no huge team fight. They just like go sort of like one-on-one. Not really one-on-one, but they just like sort of pick each other off. Like I would expect like Eastern, Western teams to, you know, teleport themselves up in here, force a team fight. And it looks like they're just going to try to hold it as long as they can. That Nether Ward is being placed. And they're just going to try to get rid of these Venomancer wards, which are dealing a huge amount of push. They're not going to be able to do that. Venomancer can't even get in there to do anything because of Nether Ward. Oh no. Looks like Dragon Knight has popped off his ultimate enough to try to get away. And Queen of Pain is going to go try to deny himself off, but Sonic Wave finishes him. Wanted to deny himself off to Roshan. And it looks like now Enchantress is in a vulnerable spot. I really think that if Earthshaker decided to go on her, they have enough power to take him out. They really could do it. But they just want to push him back. I think they picked a aggressive a lineup that they needed to be more aggressive with early on, and they just haven't been able to do it. Haven't been able to get the early power up. They're just putting these wards in the jungle, and then they're just trying to farm them up as Venomancer puts them down. Dragon Knight still doesn't have a whole lot of farm. He needs to get, I don't even know what he needs to get at this point. I'm just confused like what the builds they would put on him. They need to push, but they're not being able to push, so it's hard to say. They're gonna go for this tower though, and it looks like they're not going to defend it. They have they have Queen of Pain pushing up this lane, so they're looking to. They have the Venomancer wards, and they do get themselves an Enchantress. And now Brewmaster blinking himself in, and oh man, Puck is able to deal so much damage that way. And they've locked in Tinker. Tinker's going to go down, and I think, yeah, Chen goes down. Earthshaker is spun up by the Brewmaster, and they just need to stun him up. Echo Slam is popped off, but not able to get a kill, and that is a huge loss for Aeon. Dragon Knight is trying to push in here. And they're just going to let him... No, they're not going to let him. But Enchantress comes in, back from the fight, slows him down. Impetus missed one of them, I think. And now she backs off. And he backs off as well. Continuing to pressure this top tier 2 tower. How big is Venomancer at this point? He is level 7, so he's really not that high level, but he's maxed out with Plague Wards, which is his ability to push, really, and he takes damage. He's taking a lot of damage from Tinker. Tinker now has his rearm. He has a bottle. He has a soul ring, so he can just spam spells a whole lot to push him back from behind the tower. And yeah, so it looks like they're just going to continue to pressure, keep the pressure up here, let them deal with the Venomancer wards, let them deal with the creeps that are pushing in. Meanwhile, Dragonite split pushing down bottom. He has another 20 seconds up before his ultimate, but they have taken the middle tower but don't have any other towers. So their map control is a lot slower, lower, less. Brewmaster sitting in the jungle. It's hard to say like what they're not going to go for a full engagement. Venomancer has all these wards placed, so they know exactly what's going on in their jungle. Or yeah, Venomancer knows exactly what's going on in the dire jungle. Such a long range on that Tinker missiles. But now he's out of bottle charges, so he has to rely on the soul ring. Still hasn't skilled up anything in March of the Machines, which is what I expected him to do, to be able to counter the push. I mean, you know, even with these Venomancer wards, you could place that down, but I guess he's looking for hero damage and hoping that his team will be able to deal with the rest of the creeps. But I think it still would be more useful than the heat-seeking missile and the laser for the way that they've decided to go about playing. I wonder if he's even going to go with the boots of travel. I expect that he would. Ooh, and we got Puck getting a kill on Shen. They missed it though. I don't even know where it happened. Tinker is a little bit out of position. Puck knows where he is. Tried to pop the ultimate off on him, and he's going to teleport himself out. He is now... Someone was teleporting top of the cancel. And Earthshaker's going to find themselves Venomancer, and this should be the end of him. Ooh, the ultimate popped out for him, which just deals a ton of damage, and Earthshaker was not going to live through that. Pugna now is going to... Chen Healing is able to save him from an uncertain fate. The Venomancer ultimate can't finish you off, but it can bring you down to 1 HP, so still leaves you in a vulnerable position. And now we get Scream of Pain from the Queen of Pain. She has a lot of mana. She has a Lincoln Sphere, Null Talisman, Power Treads, switch to mana. She has 9+ regen, and that's great for her. She's still creep blocking though to get I guess she just wants them out of range of the tower while she cleans up the creep wave, gets herself some more farm. Here we go. We gotta go on Shen, and they're going to be able to pop off the Brewmaster ultimate. Someone has a Ghost Scepter, and that is going to kill him. We get the ward placed down in a nice spot, but they take it out. Earthshaker now smoked himself away from Brewmaster, which you can do to his Brewmaster ultimate will not reveal off smoke, so you can save yourself that way. And Brewmaster now comes back, and it looks like they're going to go on. They can get themselves any chances that they're able to do a stun, and here it comes from Dragonite. They're going to take out Interest. Now we got a blink in here from... so it looks like Earthshaker is going to go down, and the Ghost Scepter popped off yet again. Whoa, he is not dead yet, and I expected him to be so, but now they found themselves Brewmaster caught out. Brewmaster goes down. Teamfight going their way, and a Scream of Pain coming in, taking out Tinker. Oh man, and now Dragonite stuck with the Puck ultimate, and now he teleports himself out of the way. Ooh, but they do get themselves the top tower, which is what they wanted, and they didn't have to trade too much for it, relatively speaking. Shen farming up this bottom lane, but they are already knocking at the door of this top tower. the Dire, they wanted to go for the early push. I really think they did. I don't think they were expecting to have to pull off so many ganks, or try to pull off so many ganks, but they're not going to be able to do that. The power, so he now has March of the Machines. Why is he? Okay, he's just popping him off early, I guess. So his Boots of Travel is still 6 or 5.5, 550 gold away from that. We got a blink in here from Puck. He is now going to blink himself out for escape and to defend this middle tower here. And it is going to be pushed in, and the Brewmaster, his ultimate is not there, not available. Puck's ultimate is available, so the March of the Machines, this is going to, there's so much range on that thing. It can definitely help with the counter push. Because I don't really know if Dragon Knight can farm up enough to take out the rest of the team, but he looks like he's going to be trying to. He's building up a BKB. Come farm up middle lane here. Venomancer's still popping down his wards. He's relentless with these things, and now Puck is not going to blink himself in, but going to just deal damage, push Dragon Knight back. And Venomancer is still just staying out of range, and here we go. We got, what was that? Now, yeah, he blinked himself in Viz, and they're going to go and finish off Echo Slam, not Echo Slam, they're going to finish off Earthshaker really fast. Now Dragon Knight is caught out, and he needs to get away, but he's not going to be able to. There's nothing he can do. He is going to go down. Hand of God tries to save him. Is that the right word? No, it's not. It is called Hand of God. Okay, so I did get it right. And this tier 2 tower is about to go down to the Radiant side. They are now have a commanding lead at this point. Let's see what the gold is huge in their favor. The XP is huge in their favor. So they have a commanding lead, and just nothing that the Dire can answer back with. Tinker wasn't able to get. Now he has Boots of Travel, but where's he gonna go? Really, he can try to do a counter push, but I don't know. He doesn't even have a TP scroll to get backwards, to get back. So, oh, we got Chen's going to go down there, jump themselves in. It looks like they're going to deal damage to try to get themselves Tinker. They're not going to get him. Earthshaker is back here, and Dragon Knight is going to look to go in. His ultimate is not up, and he has skilled it up to the fire, so lost that pushing ability, but has the AoE power. March of the Machine's going to come in to try to deal with these Venomancer wards, but they're really powerful. Like, they're just really powerful and hard to get rid of, and he can just pop them off so quickly. They're just gonna try to stop this push. I don't know what item they could use to really end this whole matter. Because they don't. Who is their big pusher? It looks like their most farmed hero is Queen of Pain, I think. Yeah, Queen of Pain is their most farmed hero. And they've just been letting her go solo as much as she can. And she has. It looks like she has a Scythe of Vice, which is good, although I'm not sure that that's really like a game-ending thing unless they want to take out Dragon Knight with it. She's very squishy, though. Very squishy. This Match of the Machines is really good counter push. As you can see, he is using it. Not use. What's the opposite of like using something judiciously? Copious? No, not the right word. Yeah. Here we go. We got. It looks like they're gonna pressure this middle tower again. They're gonna set off the Venomancer wards. Kind of surprised Venomancer isn't with the strategies they use. Venomancer is just a huge character to get through the ban phase. So, and now it looks like Kung Fu is going to be stunned up, but Tinker is now going to be taken out. He is going down to the Puck. He ran a little bit too far away, Actually, Enchantress got Tinker finished up, and got Pugna draining health away.
Top tower is under attack.
And I'm just waiting for the creep wave to come in now. The ultimate is the ultimate up? Ultimate is up on Queen of Pain. She has good amount of items. She can use her Scythe of Ice again to take out Dragonite really quickly, sheep him up. She is, what level is she? She is level 16, and now they're gonna go in, and that finishes. Oh, Chen saves that character. I don't really know who it was. Queen of Pain gets a godlike for playing off Earthshaker. Dragonite has to run back. They're gonna take this middle tower. I don't think there's anything that the Dire can do about it. And they're gonna get the Rax as well. Earthshaker is the only one down, but even Dragonite can't go in yet. There he goes. He's gonna pop off his ultimate. He is now in his form, but he's taking tons of damage. Sets off his magic stick, but he has to run away from all the damage. Wow, it's like half of Chen, or more than half of Chen's health from that Enchantress hit. They're gonna find themselves Queen of Pain, who blinks herself up instead of away. She's gonna try to finish Chen. She does finish off Chen. She gets hit by Earthshaker and goes down, except now Puck is trying to enter back, gets those Dragonite, and loses his life himself. No, he doesn't lose life himself. He just blinks himself away. And now, ooh, so close. So close. But that is an entire team wipe, and now they have to get out of there. Except they didn't really go too far, because they're just going to push in this bottom lane and get a second barracks. They have enough time to be able to deal something. They're going to make the bet. They're not going to give up a good thing. And here we go. The creeps are now in. We have Tong Fu. His ultimate has about a minute to go. Queen of Pain is about 40 seconds to go on her ultimate. Venomancer is here with Smoke for some reason, and he's finding his little route in between the March of the Machines, and trying to place down his awards here. They're going to definitely go for this bottom tower. It's clear to say, while the top tower is pushed up, and it looks like they're going to get themselves Pugna. Ooh, Pugna decrepifying himself. Nope, but he goes down. And we have Queen of Pain finishes off Earthshaker, as she did get Pugna too. And Tinker is just trying to come back, deal with what he can, just sending off his heat-seeking missiles. And they're going to get this creep wave. They're going to switch up the top lane where they have the momentum. And they should be able to take out. It looks like the March of the Machines is not going to deal enough damage. And he is just... Even the teleport, like... Yeah. And Dragonite goes down as well to Queen of Pain. And they're going to get this tower. That's another wipe, basically. Their bigger heroes are down. So it looks like they're going to call out GG. And that was a pretty quick game. Yeah, this pushing strategy is pretty brutal. Tong Fu is just masters of it. And they're gonna get this tower. So interesting, interesting strategy. I am really excited, as I said before, to see what is gonna happen when a Western team goes up against a Eastern team. I really want to see like who is able to come out on top of that battle. Because I feel like a Western team, they know how to. Well, they are kind of weak to it, because like Na'Vi really uses like ganking push strategy, ending games early, and it works really well for them. But they're more aggressive than. Check it out! You got Venomancer blocking. They're more aggressive than Tong Fu is. So we are going to see what happens. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm Love is Dead, and please tune in for more.